What is good, guys? It's your boy Cree, and welcome to my Gravekeeper Dragoon testing video. I did the combo video last week, so this is going to be the testing video, and I'm testing it in EDO Pro going against hopefully competitive decks. I'm in the competitive slot, so we're going to be seeing how competitive this can actually be currently against like other rogue decks and hopefully meta decks. So if you like this type of content, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and actually let me know your feedback on the deck. I do want to actually make Gravekeeper's Dragoon better as that can be. You know, there's not much support for Gravekeepers, but I still think the deck is pretty okay. It's nearing rogue tier, so we're actually going to see how good it can do now. So let's actually go with the first one. The first one I'm going against actually Blue Eyes, so I'm actually going first. So I actually do have one of my full combos. If you saw the combo video, this is actually one of them, so I can actually end on Dragoon. I'm actually going to make Supernaturalist here so I can get me the end of turn discard, but it's actually also for me to get follow-up, so I'm actually gonna end on I discard for Outreach because I don't need it, and I'm actually gonna have Recruiter, so that's gonna be follow-up for next turn as well. So I think that was pretty good. And then on Dragoon, the Floodgate still, like I said, even though it's the basic inboard, is still pretty strong. So my opponent, he's gonna go the Awakened Dragon, get 2, then he's gonna special summon his alternative, and he's gonna go for trade-in. And I actually decided to negate the trade-in just because it's a draw 2 instead of a search, because like it looks like he was just playing some type of build to try and spam, I guess, but I just wanted to stop him from getting a draw 2 over a search 2. I thought that was correct. You can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I thought that was better. So now he has alternative, and he has Assault Wyvern. I do not know why he's playing Assault Wyvern. I guess he's hoping to destroy a monster and special summon a dragon, but whatever. So yeah, so he's gonna do alternative. He activates Dragon Lords and it gets negated. I don't know if he did that on purpose or not. Probably didn't read Necro Valley. Then he tries to, if you guys saw, he tries to use the effect of Assault Wyvern, and it resolves negated because he tried to get one from the grave, and he also can't do that because of Necro Valley. So even though he's like misplaying a lot, because like you know you wouldn't do that just because you know Necro Valley is on the field, you can still see how good Necro Valley actually stops certain plays. So it's actually pretty good. So in this turn, it's my turn, so I'm just gonna pop his alternative and just attack for game. There's not much else I need to do, and that is going to be the end of the first replay. Pretty good first game. Let's get into the next one. Alright, the next one is actually just game 2 of the Blue Eyes player. He opted me to go first again, so I'm just going to go first, and I actually have a full combo again. I actually have a full combo with Shaman this time, which is just even better. So yeah, I'm going to end on Dragoon, Shaman, and I'm going to, I don't know if I can do the Link Rebo. I might not be able to do the Link Rebo play. I get Shaman, Necro Valley, yeah, and Dragoon, so that that's like twice as good. It's pretty good. So he's going to, he drew 3 Awakenings. That's crazy. I don't know if that's good or bad, because like you can keep doing it. I'm going to negate the other one. I thought he was just playing another one, but then he does 3. I thought he had 2, he gets 3, but he tries to pop my Necro Valley, and this is where he misplayed here. He's like trying to activate all these cards that use the graveyard. Like when he pitched the Bigfoot to try and pop, since I have Shaman on the field, he probably didn't read Shaman. And then he had activated Dragon Lords, can't special up from the graveyard because of Necro Valley. So he should have just went to the battle phase after special summon and alternative and just attacked over my Shaman. Then he could have used anything. He could have popped my Necro Valley with Bigfoot. Then he could have special summoned Dragon Lords. I don't think much would have changed, so unless he had some XZs or something to get over my Red Eyes, because I already used his effect. But other than that, yeah, he just misplayed a lot both of these games, so that actually just came in clutch for me. So he's going to attack with my Anaconda. Not much else he can do. So yeah, I'm just going to clean it up, activate Dragoon, pop, and attack for a game again. So got a first 2 games, yeah, won the match. So it's pretty good. Let's get into the next one. All right, the next one I'm going against, so it looks like Invoked Despia, I believe. Sure, and I mean, they do play pretty well, but I'm going first. So hopefully I can get my play. I actually drew into Royal Tribute, so I mean, you guys already know what's going to happen with that. So and I'm going to do my at least regular play to end on Dragoon plus the Floodgates. That's pretty sweet. I'm going to Spiritualist so I can get my discard for the end of turns, because I'm about to use that. And he sends, oh my gosh, he sends 3 monsters, including Albaz and Alistair and Fleur-de-Lis, or Yeah, for leaves, that's crazy. Like 3 months, so he only has 2, so he has a spell and or traps in hand, just 2 of them. And I'm still gonna end on Dragoon. I mean, I guess he could have special summoned Knight, but I guess I would have popped. I don't know if he knew I was gonna do it at the time, because I did have a special summon monster on the field, so he could have special summoned at that point. But if he didn't know I was gonna end on Dragoon, I could have popped it, do some extra damage to him, so he probably didn't want that. But yeah, so that kind of sucks for him. He only has 2 cards in hand. End on Dragoon, get the discard for this turn. So he has an Ash, he has a Meltdown and Invocation. Nothing else he can do. If he goes Invocation, I'm just gonna negate it, or I can wait for him to get what's it called and then pop it. He can't use Invocation because he can't banish anything, but he can, like, I guess if he has the fire type invoked monster, he can special summon that. Not much he can do with that, but yeah, so we're just gonna scoop there. So I did pretty good going first there. You're like, Royal Tribute's a monster, man. It's still pretty good, especially if you don't have any cards that like do anything in the grave like that. But if you can't banish anything, you can't banish anything. But let's get into the next one. All right, next you're going against Salamangreat. So I'm actually going to be going second against Salamangreat. So he's going to search his Lady Debug, so pretty good. Get his Gazelle. He's going to search the Salamangreat Sanctuary. He's going to use Balinx again for Balinx, activate the effect of Gazelle. So he can pitch his Spinny. Special summon, so he can go into Mirage Salio, activate the effect so he can get his Foxy. He's going to go into a Sunlight Wolf. He's going to go recycle Jaguar. Then he recycled, I don't know if this is correct, but he recycled his Gazelle and he set up Forbidden Droplet. I thought usually you would like get the trap card. I mean, that's usually how they work. They dump the trap and then they recycle it to their hand so they can use it. That's how I think usually how salads work. But yeah, if he's wrong, he's wrong. But it doesn't matter because I drew in a Harpy's Feather Duster. So yeah, Harpy's Feather Duster, Red Eyes Fusion, that's pretty much game for that. So I'm going to activate Feather Duster. He's going to protect his Sanctuary. Go into Red Eyes Fusion. He literally can't do anything. He has Effect Veiler in his hand, but that's not going to do anything. I'm going to negate his Gazelle. I'm just going to finish popping his board. And I'm going to get my Necro Valley, and he just scoop right there because he can't special summon anything from the graveyard, or he can't banish anything. So yeah, he's pretty screwed there. So he's just gonna scoop. Yeah, let's get into the next one. All right, next you're going against a Shadow decks, and this one, I guess this is more a trap variant. I've seen Shadow games played a few times, but I don't see it that much competitively. But he's also got like Soul and Strike and stuff, so it looks like a trap version. So he's actually gonna go first. So he just sets 3 sets of monster and pass. So I mean, Sinister Shadow games is pretty good to use going against your opponent after you just go first. So I guess it's okay. But I mean, you're gonna see why, and that's why I like going second too, because you can actually play through a lot of stuff. Like when you have a pretty okay hand like I do, you can actually play through a lot of stuff. So I'm actually gonna go. He's actually gonna negate the special summon of my Artemis, but I still get to search off Recruiter. So then I'm gonna activate Throne. He's gonna change Shadow Games to get a draw, and he's gonna get a monster to the field, and then Wind is gonna activate as well. So, but I get another one, so I activate the Recruiter's effect again since I summon Artemis, and then he's gonna activate Polymerization. So I feel like he's like just kind of shotgun the Super Poly, but I mean whatever. So he's gonna go into a Construct. I get a search again, and he's gonna activate the effect. So then I activate Dark Magic Veil, get my Recruiter again. So like it's like a 4th time using a Recruiter, and I had to. It sucks, but I had to banish it from the field, so I didn't have a 3rd Artemis to special summon him off from. So I had to banish it from the field, so I couldn't get a search again because it's not once per turn as you saw. But yeah, it kind of sucks, but I mean it's not the end of the world. I still get to play. So I end on my Supernaturalist and Necro Valley, and I get to destroy his Construct. And because my Supernaturalist is protected, since I have a field spell, it can't be destroyed by card effects and stuff. So I still get to destroy it, and he cannot use his effect because Necro Valley is on the field. So I mean that's pretty much all I need, and I get me a follow-up for next turn. So he flips face up the dragon, tries to pop. Oh, he sends it back to hand. Actually, excuse me. Since he sent it back to hand, that would work. But then he just scoops here. I feel like he could have done something else. But I mean, if you guys think he couldn't, then sure. But I mean, I guess maybe he quit too soon. But yeah, that's still one for me. So yeah, let's get to the next one. All right, next you're going against Sword Soul, and I believe he is going first. And I did actually want to try and go against meta tier deck, so just to see if it can actually do anything. So yeah, he's gonna go first, but his hand looks kind of bricky. So he's gonna pitch his Vishuda, and then go into Grand Duke, and then just burn me for 12 with Tactician and end his turn. So he has an Nibiru and he has another Tactician, so I guess he kind of bricked. So I'm just gonna go do my play. Hand's pretty good. I got Restage to get back Recruiter and go into Anaconda. Recruiter's got to activate the effect. I got so much follow-up, it's crazy in my hand, so it's pretty sweet. So I got Necro Valley. So since I got Necro Valley, he literally can't do anything with Grand Duke, because Grand Duke has protection by banishing a monster from the grave. Since he can't do that, he doesn't have protection, and he also can't use this effect. So yeah, he's pretty much screwed here. And I just so happened, I wasn't counting, I just so happened to get to 5, my 5th summon with Dragoon. I wasn't even really paying attention, but then he tries to Nibiru me. I negate it, so that just comes in clutch right there. So I'm gonna finish popping Grand Duke, and then I'm just gonna attack 4,500. He's got 500 left, and he gets to go, but he can't do anything. He activates Summit, but he can't special up from the grave. And then it goes back to my turn. He scoops because, yeah, he can't do anything. He drew into a Monster Reborn, which also can't do anything. So yeah, he had another Tactician in his hand, also didn't have anything to pitch. So yeah, that was pretty good. Going second against a Meditude deck, it was pretty good. It was just a 1, it wasn't a match, so pretty good. Let's get into the next one. All right, now we're gonna go against another Despia. This looks like a more pure Despia build than the other one that we saw earlier, but yeah, I'm getting to go first. So yeah, I'm going first. I got a pretty sweet hand. I got Restage, I got Souls, I got Commandant. Like, it's pretty sick. I got a pretty sweet hand. I get Souls so I can pitch Restage, so I can get a draw and a search, and I draw into Veal so I can get Shaman on the field. Like, I had a sweet hand. Like, I get the legit full combo here, and I was like, yo, there's no way he's beating this unless he like has like super poly or something. Like, impossible. Like, come on. And then he just goes to his turn. The first thing he uses is super poly. I'm like, bro, what the heck? So now he just, like, a whole board's trash now. Like, I literally can't do anything. He just goes, gets Albaz, goes into freaking Ice Jades, he can banish, and then he has freaking Albert. Like, geez, like, yeah, he just destroyed me with one card, and then he can just combo off. It was really terrible. I got destroyed. But yeah, this deck loses really hard to super poly, and that kind of sucks. But yeah, let's get into the next one. All right, this is going to be the last one. I'm going against Flunderies, another meta tier deck, I would say. I mean, I think it's Rogue now, you know, but it's crazy. The deck is pretty good, but I get to go first. And I got Royal Tribute, so you already know how that's going to go. I'm going to go into Artemis. You're going to search me another Recruiter, since I special summon, or normal summon the first one, excuse me. Then I get to go into Recruiter, so I can get my Necro Valley. Necro Valley, and activate my Royal Tribute. 3 cards go to the grave. And for Flunderies, I mean, I just realized it was Flunderies when they went to the grave, but that sucks because they don't use their grave, they use their banish and stuff, so that really hurts them regardless, even if they're going first or second. So yeah, it sucks. He only has 2 cards in here that spell a trap, so I was hoping that one of them was not the field spell, and just ended up being right. So I get to end on Dragoon, and I get to activate left hand, so can't have any trap cards or whatever. So it's pretty good for me. So he draws into Pod Duality, tries to find something. So I guess he gets a monster that he can use. He probably got Rabina, yeah. And then he activates the preparation, so, or whatever it's called. What is it called? Yeah, preparations. And I said, heck no. He banished his only monster in his hand that he can use, but I guess it wouldn't have mattered. He just tried to do something. But yeah, it just still sucks for him. That's the only play he had, and he just sets his preparation, or second preparation I didn't know he had. So I get to go, and this is what's cool about actually just like cleaning up the game when you have Souls, because Souls actually gets to pitch the Necro Valley, so you can actually use your graveyard again. So I get to just combo off. I get to actually link climb using Magician, Master Magician Celine, and he just scoops right there because he knows, yeah, I'm going to access Code Talker, pop whatever backer he got, and then just finish the game off. So that was a pretty sweet duel against Flunderies. It was pretty good, but I know that Flunderies usually destroys this deck. There was another deck or duel that I just got destroyed, but I forgot to save it. It was like best out of 3 or something. But yeah, that was pretty cool one for me against Flunderies. But that's gonna do it for our testing video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know your feedback in the comments. I really want to know how I can make this deck better, because it's actually really fun, and Necro Valley is still a crazy floodgate, and it actually destroys a lot of decks no matter what meta is at the top. Most of them still use their graveyard, except Flunderies, of course, but you get the point. But that's gonna do it, guys. This is Creed. I'm out.